welcome back to my class. As you know that I am the lecturer of Allahabad Institute. In this class, we are dealing with the subject economics, which is related to first year. In previous class, we have already discussed about the economics and we have seen and come to know that the criticism of the definitions and the definition of economy, meaning of economy, wealth definitions, and on that definitions criticism is there, then welfare of economy, scarcity of economy and superiority of Robbins definitions, growth of economy and fundamental problems of economy. Then after this, all these points, now we will continue our topic microeconomics. After microeconomics, the term micro is derived from the Greek word that is macros, its meaning large. Okay. The modern developments in microeconomics are most closely associated with the work of Keynes. Okay. The microeconomics is also known as income and employment theory or aggregative economics. Okay. It studies aggregates like national income, total consumption, total saving and total employment, etc. According to Baldwin, the microeconomics studies national income, not individual income, general price level instead of individual price, and national output instead of individual output. Here, this is the difference between the microeconomics and the microeconomics. Microeconomics is dealing with the individual units and here the macroeconomics is dealing with the total consumption, total income, total employment and total savings also, and etc. After this, we will discuss about the scope of microeconomics. In scope of microeconomics, Baldwin has rightly said that it has become a popular only after the publication of Keynes, that is named as Journal Theory of Employment, Interest and Money in year 1936. Okay. Here the microeconomics deals with the general price level and its fluctuations over a period of time instead of dealing with relative price of goods and as well as services. Okay. Here the microeconomics studies the cases of inflation and suggests the measures to control it. Okay. The problem faced by the modern economics like poverty, unemployment, population, economic development are all studied in this microeconomics. Okay. And it also deals with the theory of distribution, the causes of business cycles to monetary and the fiscal policies which are used to control the business cycles for economic stability are studied in microeconomics. Okay. Now we will see the scope of microeconomics. In this, the microeconomics is very scopeful. See, under the theory of income and employment, there are again two theories, that is theory of consumption and theory of investment. Next, under the scope of microeconomics, the theory of general price level and inflation. After this theory, the next theory under microeconomics is theory of economic growth, then the theory of microdistribution and at last the theory of business cycle come under the scope of microeconomics. Okay. After this, the scope of microeconomics, we will see the importance of microeconomics. Now we will see the importance of microeconomics. In microeconomics, it analyzes the acute great importance after 1930. The study of microeconomics is useful for various reasons. What are they? We will see. Firstly, the study of microeconomics is more useful to the government for formulating and executing of policies for achievement of maximum social benefits. Okay. Then the microeconomics suggests how developing countries can use their resources to maximize their growth. Okay. The study of microeconomics help to understand the problems of unemployment and inflation, etc., and suggest how to solve them. And it also helps to evaluate the overall functioning of an economy in order to distribute national income among the different sections of the society. Okay. Then the microeconomics provides solutions to overcome business cycles and to help them understand their occurrence. Okay. After all this, the study of microeconomics facilitate the international comparisons by examining the information on national income and consumption and investment for different countries. Okay. All these are the importance of microeconomics. The next point is that the difference between the microeconomics and the microeconomics. Okay. Both micro and macro are interdependent. Neither of the two is to complete without the other. Okay. In spite of close relationship between these two branches of economics, fundamentally they are different from each other. How they are different from each other, we will see. Now just have a look on this table and notice that and observe the difference between the macroeconomics and microeconomics. Okay, have a look. After the observation of microeconomics and microeconomics, we will deal with the next point is that positive and normative economics. So in these points, first we will go with the positive economics. What is positive economics? We will see. According to J. N. Keynes, a positive science may be defined as a body of systemized knowledge concerning what it is. Okay. Then the classical school economics were of the opinion that economics is purely a positive science which had no right to comment upon the rightness or wrongness of economic policy. So, further, these economists cannot give any final judgment on any matter. But according to Robbins, he regards that economic as a pure science of what is, and it is not concerned with the moral questions, but he opines that the functions of economics consist in exploring and not advocating and condemning. Meaning of advocating means publicly recommended or supported, and then condemning means here it's a opposite of advocating, means express the complete disapproval. Okay. After all this, the manufacture and sale of cigarette and wines may be injurious to health and therefore morally unjustifiable, but economics has no right to pass judgment on this, since both satisfy human wants and involve economic activity. Exactly. That's why the Friedman also considered economics as a positive science like any other natural sciences. Okay. It explains what actually happens and not what ought to be happen. Getting? After positive economics, what we have discussed now that there should be no judgmental about any passage of comment. Okay. Then after that, the normative economics will be there. Here, normative economics deal with the norms, especially of a behavior. According to the Keynes, a normative science may be defined as a body of systemized knowledge relating to the object of what ought to be and concerned with the ideals as differentiate from the actual. Okay. The historical school of Germany has introduced this economics as a normative science, so that the economics is concerned with the evaluation of economic events from the ethical view of point. So, according to this, Germany school has introduced all these points, but here the economics such as and named as Marshall, Igo, Hartree, Fraser and other economics has argued that economic is a social science which involves the values judgments. Okay. It is not an objective science like other natural sciences, but economics is concerned with human welfare and involves the ethical considerations also. So that's why it is not enough for the economics to explain and to analyze the economic problems, has to offer solutions for these problems. Okay, then after all these discussions, after the positive and the normative economics, the conclusion of positive economics are relevant to normative problems to decide what ought to be done. Though the positive economics is free from the value judgments and the normative economic cannot be independent of positive economics. Therefore, the economics is not only a positive science but also a normative science. Have you observed and have you noticed that what is the difference and how it is interrelating and how the conclusion is on both the sides, normative and as well as the positive also. So, till here we have completed our topics up to normative economics. Now we will continue in our or in next class.